Another myth. Myth, by the way, is if you check in the dictionary, it's an idea that someone has, but it is not necessarily based on facts. All my golf lessons are based on facts. If I say anything to any of my pupils, I need to be able to prove that what I say is correct, and I make sure that I can do so. The next myth is let the club do the work. Modern golf clubs are designed and made quite beautifully. They really are. The shafts are all matching, the lie angle, this angle is matching, the loft angles, the elevation, that's all matching, the grip sizes, the grip types, the grip weights, everything's matching. They're quite superb. Because they are so superb, people assume that the club will do the work. Well, I can guarantee the club will do absolutely nothing. The club is designed to hit the golf ball, and you have the job of moving the club. The club will do nothing at all. Let the club do the work, to me, seems rather pointless, because the club can't do anything. It hasn't got an engine. It's got no way of moving by itself, so therefore you, the golfer, have to make all the necessary movements. All the movements. There's a man called Jackie Burke, an American professional golfer, and he described a golf swing as controlled violence. Controlled violence. So you control the backswing and then you really hit the ball as hard as you can. So the club will do nothing, you have to do all the work. I will now go back to my computer and I'll show you some brilliant golfers actually doing all the work, and then the golf club goes where they take it to. I'm going to show you Arnold Palmer, who won 7 major championships. He won the US Open in 1960, just once. He won the British Open in 1961 and 62, and he won the US Masters in 1958, 1960, 62 and 64. So a very famous golfer, one of the most popular golfers ever, in fact. I admired him tremendously. Arnold Palmer wrote a book called Hit It Hard. Didn't write a book called Let the Club Do the Work. He wrote a book called Hit It Hard. In other words, he is going to make the movements and the club's going to follow on from the movements, not the other way around. The club itself will do absolutely nothing. So let's watch this. I'll watch it at full speed. Watch the violence. Who's doing the work? Arnold Palmer, not the golf club. Let's watch his head. Swings so violently, or hits it so violently, that his head just moves around all over the place. A good concept is to think about taking the golf club back and then moving it forward as fast as you can by moving your body correctly, obviously correctly, moving your body also as fast as you can. So, control violence. The club is doing nothing. Somebody else who is extremely aggressive, and being aggressive I think is an extremely good thing. World #1 golfer. He was taught when he was young to hit the ball as far as he can and then go and find it, as was Jack Nicklaus. Hit the ball as far as you can, hard as you can, then go and find it. One of my pupils got down from 17 to 4 handicap, a girl, Jessica, and her father encouraged her to hit the ball as hard as she could, and I did the same, and she got down to a 4 handicap. Speed is important. The golf club has gone back because of the way he's turned his hips and his chest, huge big hip turn, and his arms, and he's going to now move his body so fast through the ball. If you carefully watch his feet, when he hits the ball, both of his heels are completely off the ground because the speed of his arms and the speed of the turn means he loses his balance slightly. Swings so fast that the club hits his back and bounces off again. What's that at normal speed? And the club is designed for the job. This is a driver. This ball went nearly 400 yards over some trees onto the front edge of the green, and it was achieved by moving his body really fast. Therefore the club itself will move really fast. Continuous motion. The club does nothing, you do everything. Let's look at someone else. This is Lorena Ochoa. She retired this year, age 28, which I think is a fantastically good thing to do, to be the world's #1 golfer and then retire at the age 28. This is in 2007 when she won the Ladies British Open, and one of her key thoughts, we'll just play this at normal speed, one of her key thoughts is to keep her body, her feet, her knees, her hips, her chest, her arms moving continuously from the start to the finish. Moving continuously, start to the finish. And by moving her body continuously, the golf club will move continuously. So she realizes the club's going to do nothing at all, she has to do all the work. And that's what she's doing. Yeah, good swing. Watch the knees, watch the hips, watch the shoulders, watch the arms. Heel off the ground, right heel off the ground. Everything is moving continuously because the club is designed to hit the ball a long way. This is obviously a driver, but the club will do nothing at all because you have to do all of the work. It's a great swing. Annika Sorenstam. Let's have a look at Annika Sorenstam. In here somewhere. Too many golfers, I think. There she is. Annika Sorenstam, also a former world #1 lady golfer, and acknowledged as being maybe the best lady golfer who's ever lived. I think her swing is fantastic. And her thought was one being the address position, 2 being the top of the backswing, and then 3 would be the end of the swing, which is there. And her shoulders in the backswing turn about 90 degrees. In the forward swing, if you watch carefully, they've turned 90 degrees already, plus another 90 degrees, plus yet another 90 degrees. So a 90 degree turn in the backswing and a 270 degree turn in the forward swing. Because she knows the club will do nothing at all, she has to do all the work. So 1 is the address position, 2 is the backswing, and 3 is the finish. Great golf swing. So the club will do nothing. You probably have in your bag, if you have a full set of golf clubs, 13 golf clubs plus a putter, and you can make all of the shots different with the same swing, which we'll talk about in a few minutes. All the swings will be the same, but you have to do all of the work. I'm afraid the golf club will do nothing. So the golf clubs are wonderfully well made and they are designed to do their job, but unfortunately you have to make the movements. If you turn your chest round, turn your hips round, then your arms will go back. If you hinge your wrists consciously or let them hinge by themselves, then the golf club goes back far enough, then you can shift your weight to the left, turn your hips round, turn your shoulders round, get your right heel off the ground, then you can hit the ball, and then the golf club goes through to the finish. But you're doing the work. This will do nothing unless you do something to move it. So 2 minutes so far. Staying behind the ball, not a good plan, because if you stay behind the ball then you just simply will not hit the ball correctly. It's physically impossible. Myth number 2, let the club do the work. The club will do nothing. If you say to the club, do something, it will do nothing. Can't. You do it. You make all the movements, all the effort, and the faster you can move, and the more continuously you move, the better. You move through the ball continuously, so the golf club can move continuously, so the golf club can stay on the right line.